A very good morning, Team Zimbabwe. Mamukase, Mamukase, Mamukase. My name is Ronald Wekamakusha. Let us take a look on the new developments on Honorable Job Sikhala's case. So, what is happening is that the lawyers of Honorable Job Sikhala, the lead lawyer, Beatrice Ntetwa, is applied for the arrest of Michael REZA, who is the lead prosecutor in the matter or in the case of Honorable Job Sikhala has applied for his arrest following a contempt of court. So here, the Zimbabwe Human Rights Forum is saying that Sikhala's lawyer seeks arrest of prosecutors. Job Sikhala's lawyer, Beatrice Mchetwa, has applied for the arrest of Deputy Prosecutor General Michael REZA and the prosecutor Lancelot Msokodzi for contempt of court charges after they failed to finish the with the state papers despite a court order. So these guys are in contempt of a court order, and they went on to say Magistrate Ferris Chakanyuka on 18 August ordered the prosecution, which he had said Sikhala and Stole's papers were ready for trial, to finish Mchetwa and Jeremiah Bamu. Lawyers instructed the Zimbabwe Human Rights Forum and Zimbabwe Lawyers for Human Rights to represent the two with the state papers on the very day. But REZA challenged Mchetwa and Bamu to explain to them the law that the court used to grant the order. He also ignored letters by Mtetwa dated 26 and 30 August demanding the state papers. Mutsokot said they were guided by the law, which gives them up to 2 court days before trial to finish the state papers to the defense. He confirmed a court order compelling them to finish the defense with the papers. Mtetwa said in a functional justice system, the two could be in jail for contempt of court. They did not appeal against the ruling. They ignored. So here is the new development in regard to this matter. So they are actually trying to get justice. They are trying to force the prosecution to actually do what it is supposed to be doing according to the court order. So these are the guys who feel that they are very powerful, the guys who feel that they can do whatever they want at any point in time. So they just do what they like. This is Michael REZA. If you look at each and every political case, Michael REZA is there. And there no one same faces, same names, as if they're the only prosecutors in Harare. So Tinashe Mafonga, good afternoon. So thank you very much, Tinashe Mafonga, for actually coming. And there's no good ere. Nemamirira kaita nyika yedu, iwo vachizviti mutemo ndewavo, uri mumaoko avo. At this moment in time, these things should be put to test because they are very, very key and very important. It shows and it exposes the nature of state capture. Because where there is a court order and the prosecution is in contempt, this application for their arrest is very important because it will show the level or the extent of state capture. It might not materialize, their arrest might fail to actually happen, or might fail to pitch or to pitch or to take off, but it shows the extent of state capture. It shows the extent of the disregard of the rule of law, the disregard of the constitution and the laws of Zimbabwe. So I applaud Mtetwa for actually following through this matter and making sure that they hold these people accountable, because this is something which is very, very important. Job Sikhala and the Nyatsime 16 should not be in prison at this moment in time. They must be out of prison. So all these attacks are very important. A lot of people might look as if the team is not doing enough. What the team is doing is so good because what happens is that we document everything. Because in the future, we will need to dig these records and say, on this day, we had A, B, C, D. On this day, we had A, B, C, D. And when you are holding people to account, you need to hold them to account based on facts. And this is a fact-finding mission which is being done by the lawyers. And that is the reason why we always say, Beatrice Mtetwa is a smart lawyer and somebody who knows when to strike, when to do certain things. So we just wait to see if if they are going to actually, if the police is going to actually act according to this application. So this is a very positive development. Even if they fail to get arrested, we know that we have a case on record, such that when the democracy of Zimbabwe comes back, we'll then begin to pursue these cases and these matters, and we'll be basing on these facts which are actually available, the court orders, the court applications which are being made, and everything else. So what the prosecution would have done, they were supposed to actually appeal against the ruling. They didn't, which means they agree with the ruling, but they decided to be in contempt. So this is it in Zimbabwe. I don't want to take much of your time. I hope that I have presented it. I hope that I have shown you. Thank you very much, Jacob. Thank you very much, Jacob, for actually coming. Your presence here is much appreciated. Thank you very much, Team Zimbabwe, for actually coming. Thank you very much for your support on this platform. Let us not forget, the main objective is to register to vote. The main objective is to win elections in 2023. By hook or crook, we are going to win elections in 2023. Adopt a polling station. Begin to do something. Begin to actually work on something in your constituency, in your ward, on your polling station. Begin to do something. Don't wait for the politicians. You are the person, the focal point person for CCC, for change. So this is it in Zimbabwe. Cuthbert Mdimans, thank you very much for the update. Thank you, Cuthbert, for also coming here. Thank you very much for the support as well. I really appreciate. So, Team Zimbabwe, this is it. Let us end this program here, and let us have other programs as time progresses. We have a lot of things to actually cover. I'm late. I was not there. I was doing some other things, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to actually cover some stories and some issues I have at this moment. Signing out, my name is Ronald Wekamakusha. So, guys, thank you very much for actually coming. And I like the confidence that you show every time you talk about winning 2023. Yes, we don't have another option in Poma. We need to win this election because we can't afford to be a losing generation. We can't. And I understand how optimistic we have become regarding the impression that President Chamisa has made. Yes, we are going to vote, but let us pay attention to the prophecies that are coming out. Okay, myself, I have been I have been paying attention to so many prophecies, and sometimes you need to, before you listen to any prophet, go to your own conviction. What is your conviction in your heart? Sometimes when we were voting in the past, we voted knowing very well that we were just trying. But this time around in 2023, we are not trying. We are actually doing it. So 2023 is our year. We are actually doing it. That is the reason why we are coming here without fear, without favor, because we know no matter what is going to happen, Zimbabwe is going to be liberated. No matter what is going to happen, our kids should enjoy a free, fair Zimbabwe. And that is our battle, that is our fight. We are convinced by our convictions from our hearts, because our heart, your heart, is the biggest prophet and the biggest prophecy giver, which you must rely on. If your heart is not telling you the truth, you need to recheck. You know the truth from your heart. Myself, I feel it from my heart that change is coming. But we need to do the basics. Let us register to vote. Let us push. Let us make sure that we do the necessary things for us to win the election. When you get sick and you don't go to the hospital, you don't get treated. You have to go to the hospital for you to get treatment. That is the honest truth. So let us get to the hospital. What is the hospital? It is to register to vote. It is to actually vote. The drug is to vote. So you can actually see that change is coming. Let us make sure that we do what we are supposed to do. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for the support. And I love you all. Thank you very much for subscribing. Thank you very much for sharing and also doing much supportive activities on these platforms. We are live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube, because that is what's supposed to happen. So let me cut it off here because I have other programs scheduled and I'm already late. So let us meet in other episodes and other programs.